Certification is an important aspect. I think where the problem is that sometimes we tend to emphasize. People should have requisite qualification, and this requisite qualification will now be matched or supported by the skills. That's why in certification during graduation, you would see that it is said you have been, you are certified in character and learning. Now, character is these skills, this knowledge that you have built, and then in the learning is what you are certificated for. But the problem is you could have experience without certificate. We expect that people could have experience without certificate, but it is out of context. It is not proper to have certificate without the skills.
Yes, because
that is where our education system has a problem. How do you say you have this qualification and then you do not have the requisite skill which justify this certificate? One of the challenges we have these days with most of the cases in primary education, basic education generally in Nigeria, is that the learners do not demonstrate the requisite skill of the level of their learning. In primary one, in those days, we didn't have. For me, I schooled in the village. I didn't go to any creche. We were expected that by the end of primary one, we would have been able to master the alphabet and the letters, and were able to form words, at least of 3 letters, boy, and then we go up. Now, in the primary school, most public schools in Nigeria, kids who are in primary 3 are not able to master the alphabet, not to talk about the sounds and to talk about any formation of words. If they were to leave school, we could say that they've been certified, they've attended primary 1 to 3, primaries 1 to 3. But the skill that they need to demonstrate, they do not have it. So this is where our problem is. Many of us do not have, unfortunately, the requisite skills. That is why certification becomes a big deal. You go to places, you meet people, and the first thing they want to tell you is that I have a PhD. But that is not a subject of discussion at that moment in time. But if somebody really demonstrates the requisite skills of a person who is learned, those people do not need to tell you about their certificates. So naturally, when you meet people out there, they just tell you, I am Philip. Now, once you get talking, the things you are bringing out, the ideas you are bringing out, the person will start to wonder, what kind of educational level would Philip have attained? That is the way it should be, not as flying certificates. Certificates do not impact society. It is what we do, and that is the skill that impacts society. Unfortunately, we have actually modeled this too. We tend to pay more attention on certification. Certification, to my mind, does not automatically make somebody demonstrate any skills. It is skills that should come along with certificate. But in this case, we go only with the certificate, unfortunately, and then we leave the skills. And the skills that we need to move from one point to the next. Once we don't do that, we don't work on that, we will continue to have people with certificates, but we're unable to deliver anything.